Have you ever thought something as harmless as drinking water could actually make your morning worse after age 60? It sounds strange after all. We've been told water is the healthiest thing we can give our bodies. But the truth is, how and when you drink, it matters even more as you get older. In fact, some common habits you probably don't even think about could be causing you fatigue, dizziness, or stomach discomfort every single day. Let's explore these hidden mistakes and show you a gentler, smarter way to start your morning. Have you ever woken up, reached for that familiar glass of water, and assumed you were doing something good for your body only to feel a little dizzy, bloated, or off balance a short while later? You're not alone. For most of our lives, we've heard that drinking water first thing in the morning is one of the healthiest habits we can build. And for many people, it truly is. But what often goes unspoken is how this well-intentioned routine can shift sometimes quite dramatically once you pass 60. And it's not because you're doing anything wrong. It's because your body, after decades of working hard for you, now responds a bit differently. Your kidneys filter more slowly. Your blood vessels are more reactive. Your digestion is more sensitive. And your heart, it's just a little more cautious than it used to be. So in today's video, we're going to gently walk through 5 common water mistakes many seniors make in the morning and how to fix them. These are small shifts, but they can make a powerful difference in how your body feels each day. If you've ever felt weak, dizzy, or nauseous after drinking water, you'll want to stay with me through to the end. And if you're watching this right now, why not let us know in the comments where are you watching from? I always love hearing from different corners of the world. And please, take a moment to subscribe. We've got more helpful tips coming your way, and I don't want you to miss them. Let's begin. Mistake 1. Drinking very cold water first thing in the morning. Let's start with something most of us don't think twice about: the temperature of our water. It's common, especially on warm mornings, to reach for a cold glass from the fridge. It feels refreshing, it seems energizing, but for seniors, it can quietly cause your body stress. Let me explain. When you wake up, your entire system is still transitioning from a restful, healing state. Your blood pressure is lower. Your digestion is slow. Your circulation is just beginning to ramp up again after hours of stillness. Then suddenly, you drink ice-cold water, and your system gets a bit of a shock. It's like throwing a bucket of cold water on a sleeping person. Not gentle, not peaceful. Your blood vessels may constrict even further. Your stomach muscles may tense. You might feel an ache in your chest or belly, or a wave of nausea that seems to come out of nowhere. And you're not imagining it. Let me tell you about Harold, a spry 74-year-old from Virginia, who's been an early riser his whole life. For decades, his routine included a tall glass of icy water, straight from the refrigerator, something he used to say woke him up better than coffee. But as time passed, Harold began to feel strange. His hands were colder, his digestion slowed, and his shoulders ached more in the mornings. His doctor couldn't pinpoint anything serious. Then Harold's granddaughter, a young nutritionist, asked about his hydration habits. She suggested switching to room temperature water. Nothing drastic. Just let the water sit out overnight, or mix in a few drops of warm from the tap. 1 week later, Harold felt the difference. He said his stomach felt calmer, his body relaxed more gently, and even his joints felt less tight during his morning walk. It's such a small change, but for seniors whose systems are a little slower to warm up, it can feel like night and day. So, if you've been reaching for cold water straight from the fridge, try letting it sit out a while instead. Or, even better, fill your glass before bed and leave it on the counter overnight. When you wake up, it'll be just the right temperature, not too cold, not too warm, just gentle enough for your body to receive. Mistake 2. Drinking too fast. Now here's another thing many of us never question: how fast we drink water. Let me ask you something. Have you ever woken up with a dry mouth and just gulped down a full glass of water in one go? Maybe you were thirsty. Maybe you felt rushed. Maybe it just seemed like a habit. But for the body especially, an aging one, that sudden rush of fluid can create problems. When you drink water quickly, your stomach expands rapidly. Your kidneys respond by trying to process the influx all at once. Your heart might even speed up slightly as it manages fluid balance. And if you're over 60, all those systems are already working harder than they used to. It's not uncommon to feel bloated, dizzy, or unusually full just from drinking water too quickly. Some people feel like their balance is thrown off. Others feel a fluttering in the chest that disappears after a few minutes. The problem isn't water, it's the speed. Let me tell you about Betty, a 70-year-old retired librarian from Portland. Betty had a very structured routine. Wake up at 6, drink a big glass of water, take her vitamins, and start breakfast. But she kept noticing mild nausea and even mild headaches after her water. Nothing alarming, but enough to bother her. One day, on a whim, she tried sipping slow over 15 minutes while reading the paper, instead of gulping all at once. And guess what? The discomfort vanished. Our bodies, especially as we age, want gentle transitions. Think of it like easing into a warm bath instead of jumping into cold water. A small shift, a big payoff. So tomorrow morning, try this. Sit down, take a deep breath, and sip your water slowly. Notice how your body responds. You might feel more calm, more balanced, and better prepared for the day ahead. Mistake 3. Reusing old plastic bottles left overnight. This one is a little less obvious, but it matters more than you think. Have you ever kept a plastic water bottle by your bedside, only to drink from it again the next morning? It seems harmless, but the truth is, old plastic especially, when exposed to heat or light, can release chemicals into the water, and that can quietly stress your body, day after day. Now, we're not trying to scare anyone, but here's the thing: plastic ages, especially in warmer rooms, with bedrooms heated overnight. One sip of water from an old bottle won't poison you, but over weeks and months, repeated exposure to chemicals like BPA and its substitutes can interfere with your hormones, digestion, and even sleep. These chemicals are known to mimic hormones, which can disrupt your thyroid, affect your mood, and confuse your body's natural balance, especially for seniors who already work so hard to manage blood pressure, blood sugar, and digestive health. There's a man named Richard, 75, who lives in Santa Fe. He was an early riser and loved having his morning water ready to go, so he'd refill the same plastic bottle and keep it by his bed. After a while, he noticed his energy lagging. His mood felt flat. He didn't think much of it until his doctor recommended switching to glass or stainless steel. Just like that, he made the change, and 2 weeks later, he felt lighter, more alert, more himself. Coincidence? Maybe, but science supports it. Plastics degrade over time, especially when exposed to warmth and light. And for seniors who are already more sensitive to hormonal changes, it's not worth the risk. So here's a gentle invitation. If you're using an old plastic bottle, consider switching to a glass or steel one. Refill it fresh each morning. Your body deserves clean, safe hydration, and it will thank you in the most surprising ways. Mistake 4. Drinking water too soon, after medication, or on the wrong stomach. Let's talk about something that nearly every senior has in their morning routine: medication. Most of us are told, take with water, but very few medications give detailed instructions about how much water, whether to eat beforehand, or how long to wait after swallowing the pill. It's part of life for most of us past 60, whether it's for blood pressure, thyroid, cholesterol, or anything else. Those small pills play a big role in our health. But here's the quiet truth that often gets missed. How and when you drink water around those medications can either support or disrupt how your body handles them. Take a moment to think about your typical morning. You wake up. Maybe you take your pills with a full glass of water. Or perhaps you take them on an empty stomach, thinking you're doing the right thing. What most seniors don't realize is that timing matters just as much as the medication itself. Here's what we've learned from both real-life stories and doctors. Too much water, too fast on an empty stomach right after medication can lead to nausea, stomach cramps, even lightheadedness. Your stomach lining isn't ready yet. Your digestive system is still slowly waking up. Even more importantly, certain medications require food or the absence of food or work properly. Drinking a full glass of water before the body is fully awake can dilute stomach acid, affect absorption, or irritate a sensitive system. Let me tell you about Helen. She's 81, a retired piano teacher from Savannah, Georgia. She had been on thyroid medication for almost a decade. Every morning, she took her pill with a tall glass of water. But recently, she began noticing that she'd feel queasy afterward, sometimes even needing to sit back down before breakfast. Her daughter suggested she bring it up at her next appointment. Her doctor explained what was happening. Too much water was irritating her empty stomach, and it was interfering with the medication's absorption. Helen made one small adjustment. She started taking her pill with just a small sip of water, just enough to swallow, and waited 30 to 45 minutes before drinking more or eating. The result? No more nausea, no more uneasy mornings. Her follow-up labs even showed better control over her thyroid levels. It's such a simple, overlooked detail. But here's the message I want to gently pass along. Listen to your body. If you're taking morning medication and feel queasy, dizzy, bloated, or off, it might not be the medication, it might be the way you're taking it. Try smaller sips. Wait a little longer before eating, and always check with your doctor or pharmacist if your medicine needs to be taken on an empty or full stomach. Because the water isn't the enemy. It's the timing and quantity that makes all the difference. Mistake 5. Skipping breakfast and only drinking water. Let's now talk about a mistake that's becoming more and more common in recent years, especially with all the new health trends floating around. You've probably heard advice like, don't eat in the morning, just drink water until noon. Let your body fast. It sounds simple, maybe even wise. And for some people, it works well. But for older adults, this can quietly rob your body of the energy and nutrients it desperately needs. You see, when you wake up, your body has already gone 8 to 10 hours without food. Your blood sugar is low. Your brain has been running all night while you slept. Your muscles are slightly depleted, and your heart is relying on reserves. Water can hydrate you, yes, but it cannot nourish you. And if you don't give your body a little something, some protein, a bit of healthy fat, even a small amount of fiber, you're essentially running on fumes. Water alone can't fuel your brain, muscles, or immune system. In fact, hydrating on an entirely empty tank can create imbalance leading to mood swings, fogginess, or even anxiety. Let me tell you about Gloria, age 69, from Eugene, Oregon. She was trying out a fasting routine she saw online. She skipped breakfast and drank only water until lunch. At first, she felt good, lighter, more in control. But a few weeks in, she started noticing something else. Her hands were trembling in the morning. She couldn't focus well on her crossword puzzles, and she began forgetting things she usually never did. Her doctor ran some tests, no major problems, but when he asked about her mornings and heard she was skipping breakfast, he smiled gently and said, "Let's try a slice of toast, an egg, and half a banana for a week. Nothing heavy, just something small." And wouldn't you know it? Her energy came back, her memory stabilized, her mood improved. This isn't about eating a big breakfast. It's about not depriving your body after a long night of fasting. So, if you're someone who's been starting your morning with just water, maybe even coffee afterward and nothing else until noon, ask yourself, is my mind sharp? Is my energy steady? Do I feel calm and focused? If the answer is no, try adding a little fuel. A few almonds, a soft boiled egg, a piece of toast with peanut butter, even a smoothie. You may be surprised how much clearer and stronger you feel. Water is powerful, but it's not a substitute for nourishment. So what's the real takeaway from all of this? It's not that water is dangerous. It's that how and when we drink it matters more as we age. Your body is wise. It's been through decades of effort, care, stress, growth, and healing. And now it deserves a little extra gentleness. Your kidneys are working hard. Your stomach is more sensitive. Your hormones are adjusting, and your heart is asking for balance. The small decisions you make each morning, how cold your water is, how quickly you drink it, what container it's in, whether you pair it with food or medicine. Those little things matter more than they ever did before. You're not being fussy, you're being wise. And if even one of these changes makes your morning more peaceful, more comfortable, or more joyful, then that's a step worth taking. If anything in this video made you pause, made you reflect, or made you realize something new about your own morning habits, I want to thank you for that. That moment of awareness is powerful. Here's what I invite you to do today. Try just one of these small changes tomorrow morning. Sip instead of gulp. Use a glass instead of plastic. Pair your water with a little breakfast. Let your body guide you. And if you notice a difference, even a small one, come back and share it with us in the comments. You never know who you might inspire. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like and share it with someone you care about, a neighbor, a friend, or even your adult children. These gentle insights can ripple out and change more than just your own morning. They might help someone else feel better too. And if you'd like to continue learning with us about hydration, aging, food, rest, and more, don't forget to subscribe to Elderly Life Lessons. We have so many more topics coming your way, all made with love, care, and honesty for people just like you. We're so glad you joined us today. If something touched your heart or sparked a new idea, share it in the comments. We'd really love to hear from you. Your words mean a lot to us and help keep this channel growing. If this video is helpful for you, please give it a like. Share it with someone who might need it. Take care of yourself. You're doing better than you think. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to spending time with you again in the next video.